Hello, everyone. It's Dr. B again. I told you a couple of weeks ago that I'm going to be teaching the book in little bits and pieces over the next couple of months. I think we'll do one chapter a week or so. And so this first week, we're going to do chapter 1 in 3 parts. And today will be sort of like, this is chapter 1, part 1, and it will include the introduction from the book, and it's a little bit like the first day at school because, you don't do a whole lot of work, but you find out about a lot of things. You find out how to get around, what time lunch is, where the bathroom is. You're in a new school. So the important things. And so today, I'm going to remind you, so this course is going to be teaching the book, I Want to Be Me, but I don't know who I am. Many of you already have it, and many probably don't yet, but we'll see how we can work around that. And then I'm going to also be using the new workbook, which just came out about a month ago, and it's exercises and various tools to learn how to manage what you learn in the guidebook. So the workbook, I still don't have a paper copy outside of my working copy. That's a long story, but they're arriving in the next couple of days. So next time we meet, I will have it, hopefully. So if you don't have the books, and I imagine many of you don't have the workbook yet, but it is available on Amazon, and it is on sale at about 20% off. So this might be a good time to get it. But in the meantime, you can also, for nothing, for free, look at an introduction to both books. And I will show you the website. So if you go to the website, and that's www.iwanttobeme.org. Wait, am I sharing? Wait a second. I don't know if I'm sharing. No, I'm not sharing yet. So, but I found the website, and I am going to now share the screen with you so that you can see. So the website address, is iwanttobeme.org. So kind of easy. It's the same as the book title. And if you go there and sign in here with your first name and your email, you will right away get the free ebook, I Want to Be Me, which is an introduction, and this is what it looks like. You can download it and read it, or even print it if you like. It's got, oh, you can't see that. Maybe you can. So it's got an introduction and the first chapter for both books. And that's where you will find the instruments that we're going to be working with this next couple of weeks. So I want to show you the rest of this website. That is the first page. So there is the guidebook, which you're not familiar with, and this is a nice trailer if you want to hear it. I love it. Let's see if you can hear it. So I hope you could hear that. I'm not convinced that you could find out in the recording. It said I should set up the professional audio in audio settings, so I'm not sure you heard that. Hopefully you did. Anyway, we're not going to worry about that right now. Okay, well, it is what it is. So, but back to the website, nevertheless, to show you something. So on the website, you get past this nice trailer. You get to look at the workbook, and some of these people might look familiar from the trailer. I think maybe him and her, and him, and I forget who else is on the trailer. So this guy, he's on there. And anyway, so enjoy it when you listen to it. And now what I want to show you is this. Now, when you go on the website, you cannot get into the tools. You need a code. But the code is in the books that you may have bought, and it's also, of course, in the free download of the introduction. So when you look today, we'll talk a little bit about the identity scale and behavior scale, but leave that mostly for the next session. So to go back from here, I am going to talk to you about the book's promise first. Now, that was talked about in some videos that I made a couple of years ago. You might want to find them on Amazon. They're on the author page. When you say follow the author, you can go and hear those videos. There's about 5 of them, but this is not that long. And so actually part of the introduction, where the introduction is my promise to you. So I'm going to be talking about the teen and young adult experience. You'll know that you already know a lot of things since it's about you and you know yourself at to some extent. And we'll talk about some important concepts next time and go over that in the workbook. But mostly you will learn the 9 steps that I promised you in this book. They will help you figure out what you need to do to make your life the way you want it. I will explain each step in detail in the following chapters, and you will have the blank decision tree and the identity and behavior charts to use. They are your private space to work things out for yourself. So as you use the identity and behavior scales, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, you'll discover where you've been, where you are now, and where you want to be. You'll make the scales yours. You can use the components that are already there, and you can add your own components, ones that only you know you need. You'll be able to figure out which personality strengths are already yours and which ones you want to develop, and which behaviors work for you and which ones you want to change. So make copies of the scales from the website or from your own resource, and so that you can use them. And this sweater is way too hot, so I'm going to take a moment to take it off. It was cold and rainy today, but now it's still rainy though. We have having an odd spring, or maybe just a typical month of April where I can't decide what it's going to be. So back to this. So you'll figure out where you want to be. You'll know what your goals are. This is one thing I really encourage you to think about your goals and your dreams. And even if you said that you don't have any, everyone has dreams, but a lot of times we're too afraid to think about them. But we can make them happen. When you see what you want for your life to look like, you can see your goals. The chapters in this book will help you find ways to get to your goals. You'll be able to see the path to your dreams much more clearly. Life is lived one day at a time, but every step can take you nearer to your goal, or it can move you away from your goal. Keeping your goal in mind is the most important. You'll be able to plan your path to your goals little by little, and in small steps and bigger steps. It's most important to be able to tell which steps are in the right direction and which are not. It will help you to avoid going the wrong way. So I want to add here that even if we go the wrong way, some of the time, or even a lot of the time, we can always make a U-turn, turn around, and go back to the right way to get nearer to our goals. So you'll find your strength and your power to meet your goals. You will probably be surprised at your strength and your power. It's so easy to feel confused or even discouraged, but when you know which steps to take, you feel your dreams are much more reachable. You'll avoid the pitfalls and the distractions that keep you from meeting your goals. This is little goals, little daily goals as well as bigger goals. And in the workbook, there are spaces and pages where you talk about everyday goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, goals for your year, your semester, goals for your life. So all kinds, life is lived one day at a time, one step at a time. And that's very important. So back to the distractions and pitfalls, it's most important to spot them, that there are always temptations and challenges. This book will help you find ways to avoid or overcome them. It will even help you get back on the path if you've been going in the wrong direction. It's never too late. That is my life motto. It is never too late. You'll learn how to make big decisions with confidence and self-knowledge. Most of life is about little everyday decisions, but we're also faced with big decisions. The decision trees will be explained, not next time, but the time after. And of course, you use them privately as well. So you'll find the help you need along the way. No man is an island, said the great poet John Donne. We all need help all the time, and it's important to know how and where to get it. It's important to know whom you can count on and not, or whom you cannot count on. This book will help you here too. You'll become empowered to be you, even in the face of large obstacles or problems. And problems at home, problems at school, problems in society, in the world. God knows that today those problems are pretty obvious, and so many of us and you are struggling to get things more just, more reasonable, more livable. It's a very exciting, but also a very difficult time, or I should say the other way around. It's a very difficult time, but it's also a very exciting time as many, many people are speaking up and demanding justice. So, and they are becoming empowered. So my ninth step is you'll become empowered to be you, even in the face of large obstacles or problems. These steps are for you to take now during your teen and young adult years to get ready for your adult life. And they are something that you will use all the time in your future life. This is really important to realize that the teen years are really learning years. You're learning how to become an adult. But this learning never really comes to an end. I can vouch for that. We're always learning, and that's what keeps us alive. We're always learning. We're always coping with challenges, and hopefully this book will help you have the skills to do all that and encourage you to believe in yourself. See, in the back of the book, she's already much happier. And she covers these strengths that I just read. So I think that's quite a bit for today. Next time, I want to talk about the scale. So if you have a chance to download the free book, free introduction, and look at the scales, they're really very important because the book is about developing identity. And what is identity? Identity is the way we describe ourselves. There are some things that are obvious to everybody. I've got long hair, I'm older, I'm a white lady, I wear glasses, I've got blue-gray eyes, I'm wearing a blue sweater, I'm kind of short. Anyway, I'm also a little overweight. I mean, there are lots of ways we describe ourselves, but these are, of course, important, but the most important are the inner parts. Are you kind? Are you patient? Are you happy? Are you not happy? And then it's not either or, it's somewhere along. And I will teach you that next time we meet. I will show you the scales and how you go from, say, with the first item, it's happy and unhappy. And it's not either or, it's not black or white, literally. I shouldn't say that. I'll take that back. We're somewhere in between, and it changes all the time. And this is why the scales are important, that you can see where change is happening to you or which way it's going. Are you doing things that make you happier, or are things happening that make you less happy? And where do you want to be in the future? Where were you in the past? So we'll talk about that next time, and talk about some of the other things in the first chapter, the very important concepts that we'll be reviewing. So if you have a chance to get the books, that will of course be the best. But for right now, just to get the free book from the website, I think puts you in a good place to get all the basics done for now while we're doing chapter 1. Okay? So I look forward to chapter 1, number 2. Take care.